wrestling. And who can dispute that? Every year, some of the finest teams from all over Ohio come here, teams from South, Southwest, Central District, teams from Division 1, 2, and 3. Great competition, and more than that, some of the classic matchups in Ohio history have occurred here. Just 2 years ago, for example, we had Dustin Schlater and Brett Metcalf. And before that, who can forget Durnlin and Johnson, or Fekinen and Chandler? And this year is no exception. We have some great wrestling in the store for you. Hello, I'm Brian Brakeman, substituting for Bob Dealey here with Matt's side. And next to me is a man who's done just about everything in wrestling. State champion, NCAA All-American, one of the great assistant coaches of all time, and a varsity coach, and with me many times on public broadcasting. Dan Foldesy. Dan, welcome to the show. And let's talk a little bit about that matchup everybody's been looking for at 160 pounds.
Brian, that's going to be a great matchup. Sponseller just crushing everybody on his way to the finals. Nemec, first day was good. Today, struggled, which is uncharacteristic because usually if he doesn't pin you, which he isn't, he'll tech fall you, and he struggled with 2 matches. And Sponseller just looks like an animal.
I don't know whether Nemec has a problem with his one arm, but I did notice that he seemed to be favoring the one arm a little bit. That could be the difference tonight.
And it could be. And when you wrestle at this level, you have to be 100%, and you got to go in with the mindset, I'm not hurt, so you're not protecting anything. You can't flow if you're worried about something that hurts.
That's very true, but it's not the only great match we have at 160. We have another one at 189 pounds where Nick Purdue from Genoa High School, the state champ in Division 3 last year, goes up against Chris Honeycutt, who has been just spectacular in this tournament. Was also the outstanding wrestler at the Ironman tournament. And at 152 pounds, state champion Tommy Strawn is going to go against Jared Kusar in another showdown match. We're going to be starting at heavyweight, by the way, in this particular situation. But Dan, one thing we've decided is the team score.
The team score, I think, is decided early. When you got St. Ed's, it can put 12, 13 guys placing the top 3, 4. I mean, you know where you're going to catch them.
Right, they should score over 300 points, would be a record in this tournament. They have 8 in the finals. We'll get to see all 8 of them here tonight. And I think as the #1 team in the nation, they performed right up to expectations.
They sure did, and you know, they're just peaking for the second part of their season. They're going to have a nice run, and this is a great tournament because there are some great kids here to push them, and that's what they need.
That's right. I mean, they I think would have hoped maybe for a couple more in the finals at heavyweight, 215 for sure. Yes. Didn't happen to work out for them here, and that's mainly because, as we said, the great competition. Incidentally, this tournament will start at the heavyweight class and work its way down. It's the opposite of what we see in many instances, but I think it's a nice change of pace and one that should be interesting for all of our fans.
Thank you.